The poison is not of the weapon. Look, I'm gonna do it right here, okay? Wait, let me burn my combos. Shit. Okay, so I burn the combo. So I'm gonna use poison imbue. And we're gonna see how much poison and how much is hit. Okay? See that? That's such little poison. So it's doing less poison than the hit damage. So when it says 84% of poison, that makes sense. The skill itself does 60. So if it did 80 of yours, it would do more damage with poison than your hit damage. But it's doing more hit damage than the poison damage. Over 5 seconds? Yes. The life bar on the monsters in D4 estimates the damage over time they will take. Look. See? It's like a grade red health bar. That's how I can check how much damage over time it's going to be doing.
I'm not ready yet.
That's actually a good system. That is actually a really nice thing. Where it estimates the damage over time versus their health. So you get some information, and you kind of get to appropriately estimate if your damage over time will finish off the monster. So Shadow's like Corpse Explosion, which is pretty nice, but I feel like with this skill my AoE is pretty good.
I need more time.
And I really like the poison stacking in general. I'm not taking much damage because this skill heals for 12% of my health when I hit a pack with it. Barb players are not too familiar with that level of scaling and recovery. So I am taking damage, I'm just healing the full almost every attack. Unlike barbs, which have no healing. Ooh, we got a goblin.
I need time to do that.
Crappy drops for a loot goblin. Movement and dash. Oh no, that one has the daze. I don't think I'm going to replace those. The blue damage is overpower. Overpower is a tiny % chance to do like a flat damage that is like insanely high. It's a really confusing mechanic for me right now. I don't fully know how it works, but I believe it favors fast hitting abilities with high lucky hit. And I believe the main impact is in PvP, some shitty character can just randomly one-shot a powerful character by triggering a bunch of overpower procs. I think it's kind of like the PvP RNG stat that gives everyone a chance. Like, I think it has some details here. Okay. Extra damage granted against overpower damage. Extra damage granted to skills when they overpower stacks with the bonus they inherently granted to overpowers based on your current life and fortify. The bonus damage dealt scales with the skill that overpowered. Capped at 150% against other players. Now, if you read all of that and it makes absolutely no sense, I'm with you. I have no idea what this crap is. Okay, when you cast a skill, it has a chance to overpower all of the damage it deals. Bonus damage based on the sum of your life and fortify. So it's like it replaces your skill's damage with whatever your overpower damage is. And I don't know what your overpower damage is. I guess it's based on life and fortify. Basically, when I do this, you see how it hits for 30? It hit for 420 there. So sometimes you're going to use a skill, 3% of the time it will do 15 times more damage. So yeah, I think it's the PvP RNG stat, because if you go up to someone and you hit them for 15 times damage, let's say even twice in a row if you're lucky, they're going to explode. I don't really understand how else it's important. But yeah, if you understand overpower damage a little bit better, I'd be curious to learn. I don't know any more than that. But yeah, basically you do a crap load of damage with a very tiny chance. That's what overpower is. Capped at 150 against players. Yeah, but players have like a... %93 damage reduction in PvP. So does it cut through that or not during the cap? If you deal 7% of normal damage, the cap is still ridiculously high, right? If you do 15 times damage, I don't know how those two things interact, but I imagine overpower still does a crap load of damage in PvP. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm pretty good at understanding mechanics and stuff, but these are very alien to me. Like, I don't really know. Oh yeah, and the overpower can crit. So I guess the cap might still be relevant if you have like crazy crit damage.
I need more time.
The guy who read a tooltip 38 times. Yeah, I'm not very good at reading, but I'm very good at actually understanding how things work, obviously.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh yes. This is that barb replacement shrine. Best used on barbs. It replaces your whole character and you shoot out lightning. Oh, I literally have to... Really? During shrine? +4. When a Dark Shroud shadow would be removed, you trigger an explosion that deals 70 shadow damage. So basically nothing. Okay. You always want 3 combos before flurry. I don't know. It's like really fast and spammy, so I don't know. It's really hard to do that. I think it depends on your attack speed and like the averages. Like I don't think there's a standard. I think some characters will want 3 roughly, some maybe more, some maybe less, based on attack speed, based on damage uptime on the boss. Like if your damage uptime on the boss is low, you're gonna have just a lot of floating energy. The combo makes it do more damage, but it doesn't make it do like triple the damage, so... How do you heal so much on Rogue? So... Rogue has this thing, you vulnerable like everything, so everything's vulnerable, it's fine. So whenever you use Flurry versus a vulnerable, you get 1% of your life back, up to 12% per cast. So I'm healing for 12 against the pack, and then I also heal for 1% anytime I crit, and I can get this to 3. So Rogue has ridiculous healing. Rogue has way better healing than Barbarian. Damage to vulnerable. Should I do damage to vulnerable or the poison stuff? Not really dying, so we can do damage to vulnerable, I think. It's a triple affix elite with double chill. The damage is very good. It's really hard to calculate the damage because there's so many like rolling aspects to Rogue, but Rogues feel like they do a lot of damage. Rogue feels like a pretty proper melee implementation. Damage skyrockets with high uptime, significant sustain, so you can actually tank some mechanics. You can outmaneuver monsters because you have higher speed. And you have good recovery because you have to be taking damage. Is it more DPS than Sork? Maybe, but like my Sork build is just cast the Hydra and then AFK for 10 seconds. So. I think it might be higher DPS than that, but in terms of ease of use and damage uptime, the Sork is going to be higher DPS on a number of things. If you're healing 3% per crit with attacks that hit like 3 to whatever 15 times at a really fast attack speed, Rogues are going to be really hard to kill in PvP outside of CC. And I believe there's jewels that reduce the damage you take when you're crowd controlled. So probably Rogue would do really well with those, because I think you're close to invincible when you're not CC'd. So yeah. Rogue doesn't have that many CC breaks though. The first ability makes them vulnerable. Puncture. It splits it into 3, and when 2 hit something, it puts vulnerable on it. And then Flurry spreads vulnerable, so everything is vulnerable. See? Yeah, Hydra is amazing for ease of use. I don't think Hydra is the highest DPS skill for Sork. It's pretty good DPS though, you know, it's not bad DPS. So I think there's better skills for damage, but for ease of use, Hydra is really, really good. Hydra mostly struggles with area damage. Vulnerable causes a target to take 20% increased damage. I'm actually going to look at the Sork skills again after I hit 25 and see if I can get it on the Sork. Because 20% of my Hydras is a crap load of damage, so if I can get vulnerable into the Sork build, that might be really nice. I know there's a few sources of it, but I don't remember offhand how conditional they are. Damage to close. That's really good. Crit damage, damage to slowed, damage to distant. Those are all useless stats. Poison damage, damage to crowd control. I hate these Den of Evil things. Like, PoE has effectively a full rotating dungeon system in endgame. Do you know how many require you to kill every single small monster in an entire map? Yeah, none of them. I get like the Den of Evil vibes, but dude, there's like 40 monsters in Den of Evil. Not this bullshit. Like, imagine you do this at a higher difficulty level and there's a rare that you can't kill. Would you just leave? These rares roll random stuff. Like, what if you're playing like a bunch of summons and it rolls a really high damage, like, vampiric guy? Because vampiric heals them for a ton. So, like, never killed them? Just give up?
I'm not ready yet.
Banned. What's this one do? Crit strike damage, damage to crowd control. I mean, it's probably better than... it's got low resist. That's fine. Oh, you can stand right next to him to avoid that? Oh, that's nice.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, but he punts you out of it? Dude, the moment I'm like, wow, a melee-friendly mechanic. Nah. Just fucking punts you out and you get hit twice by it. Surprise. Dude, the recovery is insane. Okay, guys, let's be real. Who is more of a barbarian? The barbarian or this character? Just like diving into combat, tanking stuff through recovery as long as you're like butchering it with damage. Barbarian has no recovery. You just run around in circles and hoping you snipe one of the white mobs. Yeah. Fortify. Possibly you could Giga Stack Fortify and get like crazy overpower damage, but it's like super RNG hits. I don't know.
I'm not ready yet.
Like if Fortify scales your overpower damage, that could be a way to actually deal damage with Barbarian. It really could be. Like a meaningful way maybe. But I don't know. Maybe if I fully understood the actual overpower mechanic, I'd know how to maybe do that more deliberately. Daily HP, Fortify, and Overpower damage stat on gear. Right, so do you just stand there attacking like a dickhead until it 3% procs a gigantic overpower hit? Like that just seems like a horrible way to actually play through the game. It might do really high damage on average, but fine, let's not scrap uniques. Because the actual baseline barb damage is extremely bad. Alright. I'm gonna AFK a couple minutes, take care of doggos. Be right back, guys. Should we be hyped for D4 or are we gonna be let down? I think there's quite a lot of screws for them left to tighten. Like if this game is launching in 2.5 months, they got their work cut out for them. And I do think that there are a lot of systems that could be improved. I also want to mention that if balancing is this off with a level 25 cap, PvP is definitely going to be crazy unbalanced. There's no way that it's like, I don't know. It's like throwing 2 buckets off the Grand Canyon and hoping to land inside one each other. Like they might be balanced, but it, you know, there's so many variables that I extremely doubt PvP is going to have any form of balance. So, I mean, it depends what your expectations are. I believe there is like a PvP zone, but I don't know much about how it works. So, if your high expectations of the game involve plans to PvP, those are definitely not going to be realized when the game comes out. Maybe afterwards. I mean, probably. They said they're going to do like seasons and stuff, so they're going to maintain the game. I mean, that's what they said anyway.
I'm not ready yet.
Doing? What you doing? You're what? Oh, you're watching a cutscene? You're like juggling or something. Yeah, the cutscenes are alright. They're not bad. But yeah, as my levels increase, I think my rogue is getting more powerful in melee, which is pretty interesting. Like, that damage is really good. Those mobs, specifically those mobs, have a lot of health. Like I think Rogue Burst is higher than Sork. Not a lot higher. I think it's the same ballpark, but I think it is higher. But again, that's kind of where it should be. I got the cracked boots. The boots just daze, they just CC. They don't do damage.
I'm not ready yet.
That point that converts daze into shorter duration dashes, I took that out. So the boots don't synergize with my skills.
Time to do that.
They just help me tank a little bit. This is 2 dungeons in a row that are effectively kill all the monsters. Oh no, these are kill all the bosses. Oh, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, the rogue is really weak when CC'd. Maybe there are some CC breakers, but I don't know. If you're wondering, do you know what the best CC breaker character is? It's Sork again. Sork is least affected by CC. Teleport breaks you out of it and teleports you through walls to a different area. 10-second cooldown. You can cast the immunity skills while CC'd to break the CC and, well, become immune. One of the immunity skills has a 20-second cooldown and the other has a 40-second cooldown. But someone said they made a build where they can have almost full uptime of the flame armor, which is the low cooldown immunity skill. So apparently you can somehow be immune almost all the time. So does ice armor. Oh, really? Okay, so yeah, there's a few that I haven't used actually. Rogue seems very powerful, very hard mobile, very high damage. Very good recovery. Very high attack speed, which allows you to actually, you know, outmaneuver. But so far, anyway, and that might change, but so far it's very vulnerable to CC. To getting CC'd, that is. You can get extra hydras with legendary items.
I have hunted these wretched creatures for as long as I've been able to wield a knife against them. They feed on blood and grow strong in numbers. I have chased them into this nest and this pit. Their leader can raise the dead, and I fear for all who wander unknown. Do not let my death
rogue has concealment and shadow step to break CC. Yeah, maybe I should use some of those.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time.
Very good damage.
I'm not ready yet.
Rapid fire is better.
I'm not ready yet.
Could be. Oh, this boss has some pretty gnarly CC, doesn't he? Yeah.
Time to do that. I need more time.
Dude, it said dodge.
I need more time.
Interactive game mechanics, by the way. My barber really struggled with that. Okay. You think you're wrong about Barb? It deals a lot of damage. You just forgot to take into consideration the damage it does to the player's sanity. That's true. I did not factor that into the DPS numbers.
I'm not ready yet.
Inner sight is broken. Which one is inner sight? Shift C. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is that? we're about to find out. Attack marked enemies to fill your inner sight gauge when it's full. Gain unlimited energy for 4 seconds. Is that good? I don't know.
I need more time.
So one enemy on the screen has inner sight. And when your inner sight gauge goes up, you get unlimited energy for 4 seconds.
You want
Okay.
an audience? I can't do that here.
Our purpose. We display these.
Okay. Oh, that's the gem crafting. That's not a big deal. I can do that after.
I'm not ready yet.
On a world boss, you have permanent inner sight.
I'm not ready yet.
How do I know what inner sight? Oh, it's here. Oh, I see. I was expecting to see a difference in, like, the marker.
I need more time.
This looks really bad for actually just normally playing through the game. Like I'll, oh, I got stuck again. Yeah, I think it just has to do with certain, like I'm not touching the keyboard. Okay. Okay. Roku? Yeah. They know. Okay.
I'm not ready yet. do that. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I gotta say, I feel very much like a barbarian. Can we just like flip the skins, please? Can we give the barbarian the rogue costume? Why do rogues have like 20 times the healing capabilities of barbarians? I need this answered. Automatically drop a smoke grenade at the end of dash cooldown reduced by 0.32 seconds for each enemy dazed this way. Okay.
I need time to do that. I need more time.
How is a barb tankier? Like outside of a spect war cry, does a barbarian have any form of healing?
I'm not ready yet.
Like, I'm not using potions here. It's just all skills healing. How does Barb have more defensive skills? I can infinitely tank all of those mobs. I did not use a potion there. Iron Skin has a small heal over time.
I need more time.
Artillery.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Four's alright. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem that good. Maybe I need to do more damage. How is it not filled up yet? Like, oh, it kind of chains off of itself once you get it going once. I see. I don't know if I like it though. I think I'm gonna go back to combo points.
I'm not ready yet.
That was hard. Well, I wasn't really used to it with my other character. With the other build, I mean. The rogue excels when there's lots of targets with this skill because it heals so much. It heals 1% per target hit. If it's literally just one target, it's quite a bit worse, obviously. Oh, +2 dexterity. Dude, where the hell are all of those? I barely noticed that. Have you found any of those stat boosters? The stat boost statues. 5 of them. I have not found 5 of them. I just found my second one.
I need more time.
Okay. This. Yeah, they're not marked. Favorite class is sword. Oh, those are enemy souls. I thought I was supposed to avoid those.
My bags are full.
Alright, where's this collector do that?
I need more time.
Oh, that's where the dungeon was. Okay. So I finished doing the vulnerable damage. Using cooldown increases your dodge. This is okay. Poison enemies deal less damage. Like, I think that's fine. Swords, 3% damage. This is like okay. It won't help poison bomb. But that's mostly for AoE. That or start getting levels into poison bomb. This is probably worth it now. CC break ability. Which one? Concealment, vanish from sight, gaining advanced form of stealth for 4 seconds that will not be removed by taking damage. Concealment makes you unstoppable, grants 25 movement speed, and allows you to move freely through enemies during this duration. Using an attack will break it. What's the other one? Shadow Step. Become unstoppable and quickly move through the shadows and stab your victims. Gaining 50% movement speed for 2 seconds afterwards. What does this do? 40? Maybe I'll fuck it, let's just do it. Maybe I'll try this. What's this? Shadow Step. Oh, it requires a target. Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh. Oh, never mind. That's pretty sweet. What? Bro, did I just get one tapped?
I need more time.
Thought I had full life. Got bonked. You telegraphed that attack? Well, I haven't been one-shotted yet.
Can't carry any more.
Splintered and broke.
Yeah, they're launching with some form of PvP zones and mechanic. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that now.
Not in town.
One's fine. Just want to complete the quest. Okay.
I need more time.
Thank the light you're here.
Ah, good. You.
It's this quest line. It's a pretty long one.
Oh, it's colder down here than out there.
A sure sign of demonic presence. Take my chalice and
Oh, gold is pretty
Any more
useful
time?
here.
Sister,
And I don't really
know
like
the
Shadow Step.
cathedral's normal method is to
Dash is just too good.
some of the clergy can be eager in their
The dash just moves you along the map significantly more.
oh, praise be.
Father Inarius, as I shed my wicked blood,
The 35
let it
mob
be
is like
purified
in the
in
top
light.
left of the map.
Let the light feel the darkness.
Pathetic. This child belongs to me.
Is the Dark Blade the flaming weapon?
Angels above, my son.
Let the light push out the darkness.
So the Dark
Hide
Blade
within this child.
glows with fire?
Force this demon out.